The NFL has handed down a one-game suspension for Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter. However, it should be noted that the NFL says that Carter served his one-game suspension when he was ejected early in that matchup against the Cowboys. Carter was ousted following the opening kickoff when he spit on Dak Prescott. The NFL says that will serve as time served, so Carter is available to play in Week 2 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Carter was also docked a game check totaling more than $57,000 for his actions. The 49ers placed tight end George Kittle on injured reserve. He strained his hamstring in their win over the Seahawks and will miss at least the team's next 4 games. Niners today also cut kicker Jake Moody. The Chicago Bulls' restricted free agent guard Josh Giddey came to terms on a 4-year, $100 million deal. Red Sox are placing Dustin May on the IL and calling up prospect lefty Connolly Early to start against the A's. I'm Dan Beyer.
All right.
Hold on, I got to adjust my booster seat here because we're on video now on our new YouTube channel, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, so you can watch what you hear. It's not just a radio show. It's an experience, the world-famous CNR experience.
Be with us.
That's right.
Join us.
I'm rocking my fight gear, all excited for Canelo Crawford this weekend. Team Canelo. Órale, cabrones, let's go. So excited, and it's only a Taco Tuesday, Rich.
I got a little sniffles. I think I have allergies. It's not because I'm sad about the Mets. Another loss.
Did you have money on the Bears last night?
No, but do you remember what I said yesterday, dummy? Don't you remember?
I don't know if you walk your talk. That's Rich Davis. I'm Covino. It's Fox Sports Radio. We be rocking out. Let's go.
Come on.
Hey, Iowa Sam. It's so good to see you, buddy.
Iowa Sam.
Hello.
I love all the employees here at Fox Sports Radio, but when you're here, puts a smile on my face, buddy boy.
Iowa Sam brings good vibes. He's on the ones and twos. And we really, truly have not only the best listeners and the best fun in all the land, but we have the best producer, Danny G, super producing. Yeah. He's got a game ready for us today. A Tuesday edition of Last One Standing. The only thing that sucks about that is Dan Byer's here, and he always wins.
No, I'm going to whoop his ass today.
All right, yeah. Bringing the heat.
Not today, Covino. Not today.
I know. When Dan's out, I'm like, this is my chance. But Dan is here. He's got your updates, spots on the videos. Like I said, the greatest team in all the land, Covino and Rich, broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Let the Wild Rumpus start,
you
man.
asked me, do I talk the talk and walk the walk and all that nonsense? I said at the end of yesterday's show, I said, listen, I don't love the bet, but I'm going Vikings because J.J. McCarthy had 250 friends and family showing up at Soldier Field, hometown kid, played against probably the team he rooted for as a kid, the Bears. And
Skull, brother, Skull.
Let me tell you something. You know where I want to start? I want to start with the emotional, weird roller coaster of reactions on social media last night because it was sort of a tale of two halves. And it just shows how fickle and how lame people are. If you watched the first half of that game, you know what you were seeing? You were seeing Caleb Williams has arrived. McCarthy stinks.
Got Bears.
Look at my tweets. At Covino and Rich, at Steve Covino, Chris, the real English Chris hit me up. First half of the game about J.J. McCarthy. Might be ass. He was already to categorize him. Yeah. As might be ass, but he spoke too soon. So it is. It's the fickle fan, especially in the NFL. We react quick, and that's just how it is. I mean, we all do. We're all prisoners of the moment, as Danny G likes to say, but everybody was quick to write off J.J. McCarthy, and Caleb Williams was the guy. The storylines changed throughout the game so fast that we have to go over it.
Yeah. I can't imagine anyone not sort of feeling the way I felt, unless you hate the Vikings so much and anything affiliated with them. Hard to hate J.J. McCarthy. He seems like such like a young, fun kid, got the locker room fired up, his interview with Lisa Salters after the game. Like, everything about the kid seems like, I was hitting up some of our Viking fan friends saying, I think it's safe to say you could buy that jersey for your kids. J.J. McCarthy seems like he is, a good fixture in Minnesota.
A lot of young energy. He has the whole Bryce Harper look on his face.
I know.
With
I'm
the face black all
Cove,
pulled down.
I know
he's ready for battle.
I'm basing that off of a half of football, but still, I think you saw moments where you're like, all right, he's got some composure. He could rush. He could move the ball. I don't know. J.J. McCarthy, if I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, I feel like you got a pretty cool fixture if things go the way you want them to, right?
Right. So let's go through the emotional roller coaster. Let's go through that meme that Danny G sent us. Again, super producer Danny G's on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. Every Monday we do things that made you go, in the weekend of football and sports and entertainment. What were your takeaways from last night? It seemed like the Vikings fans have something to cheer about. Like you said, my first takeaway is, hey, man, you got a young superstar in this kid. That was the same takeaway I had, Rich. I liked how a young kid could be a true leader like that and take over the locker room like we saw after the game, getting everybody all fired up and invested in him and the team. I think that's important. I did notice that. That was a great takeaway. I noticed how it looked like people were high on Caleb Williams, and by the end of the game, they weren't.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine how it jumped this much, but they just splashed a graphic on one of the TV screens here.
Yeah.
That the NFC odds have jumped up in favor of the Vikings, and because of that bad loss to the Packers, the Lions odds have dropped dramatically. Just based off of 1 week, it just shows.
But that's all you have to work with.
It goes along with the overreaction that we're talking about. I saw a lot of people apologizing in a funny way to J.J. McCarthy last night because, honestly, DraftKings put this out on social media. In a matter of 3 hours, we saw tweets of people saying, MVP-bound Caleb Williams, Super Bowl Bears. Then it was the normal Bears. Then it was first-round bust J.J. McCarthy to, this guy's the legit top 10 quarterback in the league. So you saw the swing of emotions.
It was. That was the emotional roller coaster of Monday Night Football, which here's how I was feeling. I think it's a boring game. That's how I felt for most of it. And all of a sudden I was like, ooh, pretty good game.
Yeah, not bad.
So that's right there,
Not
the emotional roller coaster.
So would you say, is it safe to say that after week one, and we would love your reaction from last night. Most interactive show. Let's go. 877-99 on Fox. We could talk Vikings, Bears. We could talk about anything week one of the NFL because now we're sort of in that mindset where it's like, all right, we've consumed week one. Now where are we looking as we head to week two? But my thought is, forget just that game. Every game seemed to be relatively close except one game. And that was the ass whooping that the Dolphins took. And I've heard a lot of people saying that.
I don't know, man. I thought Green Bay handled the Lions surprisingly nice.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
the Packers just convincingly won that, and the whole time we were thinking that the Lions were going to come back because they're the Lions.
Yeah.
But they just never seem to get into that groove. But all credit to the Packers for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could imagine. Let's see. Let's look at week two as,
But I felt like they won that whole game because it was just so surprising to me. I thought it was going to be much closer.
I was Sam.
That's why it stood out.
Am I already schedule watching? Oh, no.
Well, look.
The Rich loves to look at the schedule game.
Schedule watching. Yeah.
Bills-Ravens was clearly the game week one, but then you got the Chiefs-Eagles coming up this week.
What do you mean already? You've been doing this for 3 months.
I know. I've been looking. I've been mapping out the 49ers' path to 11-plus games. All right. Bears-Lions week two. Lions are favored by 5.5. So there's a sentiment that the Lions rebound and put a little whooping on the Bears week two, almost a touchdown favorite. But I think seeing Miami get whooped like that they're the only fan base that I think came out of week one really discouraged. Maybe the Carolina Panthers, because it's like, damn, Bryce Young, we're still not close, huh? I would say anyone
the Giants
else.
too. The Giants have got to be way discouraged, but
the
they
Giants,
didn't have high hopes anyway,
The
right?
Giants have Jackson Dart in the wings, and they have some excitement with some players that they feel like may come into their own. I think if you're a Carolina Panthers fan, your sentiment is, wow, we're just not making progress. And I think if you're a Dolphins fan, you're thinking, wow, we had a little window a couple years ago with Tyreek and Tua and everyone, and now it's like coach on the hot seat. The one team that got whooped by who? The Colts? He got whooped by Daniel Jones. Like
Danny Dimes looking like a superstar.
I think
The Colts never punted in that game.
I saw something
They
that
scored on every possession.
I saw that Daniel Jones, it was one of those funny memes where it's like, there's been only one quarterback in the Super Bowl era that has led a scoring drive on every possession, and that is Daniel Jones.
272 yards.
So anyway, long story short is, as we, now reflect on week 1, because it's already time to look forward to week 2, the only fan bases that should be really discouraged, in my mind, Colts beating up on the Dolphins makes the Dolphins it's rough to be a Dolphins fan in this moment. And I think the Carolina Panthers, not that the Jags are bad, but maybe you thought that would be more of a battle, and maybe Carolina would surprise people. Dan Byer, am I missing any fan base that should be really
Saints?
So the Saints know
But
they're
again,
they
not
knew they were going
expected
to be bad.
good.
I don't know. And I hate their overreaction to week 1 because I
course.
do it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how great you feel about the Bears. Not that their future isn't bright, but the future may not be with Caleb Williams, considering how the second half of that game went yesterday. Like, you didn't get blown out, but you had a game that you were winning. You were winning for 3 quarters. And now to have that, I would have not a great feeling in my stomach coming away with the first game with Ben Johnson as your head coach.
Well, wouldn't that be the Bears' defense, though? They let up 21 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they
But their
couldn't move.
future isn't built on their defense. Their
Yeah.
future is built on Caleb Williams, and to not see that growth.
That's why you get Ben Johnson. That's why you have Caleb
Yes,
Williams. That's why
exactly.
you're building an offensive team. I think you're right. Overreactions are clearly there, but some of
in
these
our
teams can be
defense
but
and everybody's
yeah.
defense, though, it's all we have to work with. So we're just dissecting it as it goes. Of course, it changes.
It's almost
but
like a court case. You're only
I
dealing
think-
with the evidence you have.
yeah,
right?
yesterday's game was a microcosm of the emotional roller coaster that each week gives you.
Of course. I mean, clearly, just we're dealing with a sample size. We realize this conversation is ridiculous, but everyone's having it, and it's fun, and it's football, and we love it.
And I just nominated a team that was up 17-6 after 3 quarters.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
to that point. Yes, it's sometimes overreaction in week 1.
And-
It's how it is right now.
And dude, it's not college football where 1 or 2 losses might have you on the outside looking in at the playoffs, but no one wants to start 0-2. And there's some decent teams that could start 0-2.
Oh, let's break it down.
And
The Chiefs might start 0-2.
I think the Chiefs are going to start 0-2.
They
And
very well might be 0-2.
And my out on a limb pick here at the Fox Sports Radio studios, my out on a limb, Chiefs missed the postseason. That's going to be my rooting interest all year. Sorry, Mahomes. Sorry, Kelsey. I love the layer of this where, what if the Chiefs just don't get any of those breaks or the ball doesn't bounce their way? And their schedule is tough because they were 15-2 last year. I think 10-7 and be 9-8, that's not impossible.
So, again, the emotional roller coaster you witnessed last night, your observations, your takeaways. Props again to the Vikings for pulling that one out with a big fourth quarter. 877-99 on Fox is the number. 877-99 on Fox. We'll go to your feedback and your observations.
Do you want me to give you some teams that could likely start 0-2 and tell me if you think it's just a terrible situation or not?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, Jets play the Bills.
Yeah, no chance.
So
even though they looked explosive, they looked good.
That just shows you that Boswell's 60-yard field goal really sucks ass even more because
Yeah.
the reality is, you could have won that game against the Steelers.
That's no
And
shade
then-
on the Jets.
And then
just the Bills are that good.
if you lose to the Bills, it's no shame in that game, and you
No.
would have been 1-1. But now the Jets could very well be the Jets at 0-2.
yeah.
The Patriots or Dolphins are going to be 0-2. And I think the Patriots would be thinking, we thought we were going to turn it around this year, and 0-2 is not great. The Dolphins 0-2 would just mean it's a nightmare season already. Giants and Cowboys, if somehow the Giants, it's either going to be Giants lose and we're calling for Jackson Dart, or the Cowboys lose and it's, oh my God, they lost to the Giants. This thing is falling apart. There's a lot of these scenarios. Well, I'll go over all of them, but let's go to your feedback. We'll say hi to Trey.
I think it's safe to say Giants go 0-2, even though they'll probably play tough against the Cowboys. 0-2 for the Giants. So, yeah, that's why it's so important to set the tone as we established yesterday. And by setting the tone, we don't mean just 6 the first day of vacation.
Yeah, that's
we mean getting a nice win in week 1.
Can I give you one for the Sunday night matchup this week?
Yeah.
If at home, let me give you this. It's the Falcons and they're at the Vikings. And after seeing J.J. McCarthy last night, if you think at home Vikings should get this one, the Falcons starting 0-2 with Michael Penix Jr. Is that 0-2 is a rough start. Is that oh man, or is that, hey, we just had a rough start to the season? You lost to the division rival Bucks, and now you're going to go on the road on Sunday night. 0-2 for the Falcons isn't awesome for them.
I mean, it's also not a guarantee.
I think the phrase would be, it's not ideal. I don't think that Penix is in danger. They're not going to replace him with Kirk Cousins.
Exactly.
But it's not an ideal start to the season at 0-2. When you have teams that you lose to a division rival, and now if you're battling for a wild card, I mean, the Vikings could win the division, but realistically, you're talking about two playoff teams that you didn't beat in your 0-2.
Yeah. Dan, I feel like 0-2, and I'm not trying to make a big deal about it because, again, it's so early. But 0-2, the feeling of having to win a couple in a row just to get back to 500, the more and more you get under 500, it's daunting to get back there.
Yeah, and I'll say this, as a Seahawks fan, we're staring 0-2 right in the eyes because a road trip to Pittsburgh, what team is hotter or more people like right now, at least offensively, than Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers? And you're looking at that game, and there was a scenario where I maybe did a schedule thing and thought, okay, if they could get past the Niners, maybe momentum, maybe Rodgers is old, and 2 weeks in, Seahawks could be 0-2. So I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not over. It's a long, long season, but nobody wants to start 0-2. Just like nobody wants to start 0-2 in fantasy football. Like, you want to get that win. It's the same thing in the NFL.
All right, let's say hi to Trey in Minnesota. What's up, Trey?
Hey, how y'all doing, man? I appreciate you taking the call.
Oh, thank you. What's up?
Not too much, man. I wanted to speak on the Vikings game. I'm out here in Minnesota. I live out here in Minnesota, so I just wanted to speak on the game. I wasn't able to catch it live because I think you got to have eBay or MySpace TV or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm watching the YouTube highlights, and when he threw the interception and I seen the deer in the headlights, I cut the TV off. But I said, you know what? Let me cut it back on and see if we got a dog. Because he was looking scared in Chicago at home. Everybody knows him. He was looking scared. But he turned up, and he got the win when he had that touchdown run. I was real excited. But can I tell y'all the best thing about being a Vikings fan?
Yeah.
Best thing is when they win the Super Bowl, it's going to be my first time seeing it. I'm 32. My dad's first time seeing it. My grandpa, my great-grandpa,
Yeah.
my son-in-law, my grandson, all of us.
That's
so we all
awesome.
enjoy that together.
Hey, how old are you again?
32, he said.
32? Well, J.J. McCarthy, 22 years old. So that deer in the headlights, Monday Night Football against the Bears, understandable, man. So even more impressive that he was able to keep his composure and come through like that.
Can I tell you something that you might think this is ridiculous? Because I read the body language, and I love sort of assessing these young players. When he said, thank you, Lisa, to Lisa Salters. I don't know, little things like that. Personal touches. Like, I feel like the guys that just know how to carry themselves, I feel like everything about the kid.
I noticed it too, to be honest.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, there's just a polite, I don't know.
You know what I like? He wears that eye black the way he does because he says he feels like a warrior once he steps onto the field. Dude is just a big-time competitor.
Well, that energy's contagious too, and it was noticeable after the game. So, hey, Vikings, you got your guy, like Rich said. Buy the jersey. He's going to be there for years to come. The only thing, well, I guess we knew this, but we sort of thought about before the show started is he's not considered a rookie this year. Because I was thinking he was, but he's not.
I get it because in baseball, you could be a rookie your second year or so if you don't get as many at-bats or pitching appearances. But in football, even if you don't take a snap, you're not considered a rookie.
But at least, he has maybe that composure because he was there last year. But feels a little more comfortable. I think that's kind of cool.
But I think it's BS not to call him a rookie. And I get it because he was, he just sat last year because of an injury. But for all intents and purposes, he's a rookie. I don't care. Logistics all day. But it's like you said, in baseball, if a guy gets called up, September call-ups, he's a rookie the next year if he doesn't get a lot of at-bats. So, reality, he's a rookie. All right, Tony in Oregon. What's up, Tone?
Well, I'm on the other end of this spectrum. I'm a longtime Bears fan, and that was brutal last night. We were expecting so much more out of that offense, out of that quarterback. The more that kid runs, and with success, the more he's going to just run as soon as he feels it. Johnson's got to get a hold of him and fix that, or make a change. It's just that was awful. That was a great preseason, especially the second game against the Bills, where everything was on time and on target throughout. Both offense, whether it was Badgett playing quarterback or Williams, and I don't know where that team.
I think let's in all honesty, let's give Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams a couple games to really click together as head coach quarterback. You know how important that combo is. But you saw Kevin O'Connell in the locker room afterwards with the Vikings saying, "Hey, there's a reason why there's a C on that kid's chest. He's 22 and he's one of the team captains because J.J. McCarthy knows how to get his team fired up."
Seems to be
it's clear.
A natural leader, and even though, again, his first time out there starting this way, not a rookie. In baseball, it's you can't exceed 130 at-bats for a hitter, 50 innings for a pitcher.
Imagine in those 2 drives to start the game, if you were to, both teams, you were to say to yourself, we're going to leave this and we're going to be so much higher on J.J. McCarthy than Caleb Williams. I mean, McCarthy took a sack and he did a somersault. Like at one point, you're just like, wow, this kid is completely overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Caleb goes out there 10 for 10. Right? No, this ball's not even hitting the ground right now.
Yeah, you were thinking like, oh, last year's behind him.
Yes.
This is the USC guy we know that we thought was the top generational guy.
In a span of 2 hours, just completely shifted. That's why I feel where that Bears fan is coming from.
Yeah.
It's why I said the Bears, because it's not only the hope, you just saw it on the other sideline. You saw the other quarterback adjust to the game and then be able to thrive. That's got to be frustrating. And it seems like your head coach, who is a genius, got outfoxed by the other head coach when it came to time management and the game clock. So that's got to be frustrating.
And again, what brought us here was the emotional roller coaster that we all experienced. I mean, throughout the season, but throughout last night. In the beginning, MVP bound, Caleb Williams looking solid, like DB just said. Then, hey, the Super Bowl bound Bears, look at them. Then, the normal Bears. Then, first round bust J.J. McCarthy might be ass. Then, he's a top 10 NFL QB. What a leader.
I mean,
look how great he is.
When you looked what was trending last night on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, J.J. McCarthy, when you clicked on it, at the end of that game, it was a lot of like joking apologies, like, my bad, because everyone at one point deemed him ass.
And you see that. It's a different game with social media because you see the reactions as they go, right?
Didn't even our very own.
And your friends are texting you all these updates. And by the way, this ties into something we're going to get to later on, if we have time. It's about something Josh Allen said when he spoke to the fans and said, have some faith next time, because a lot of fans left early. And shame on the Bills Mafia and other stories we're going to share again if we have time. We can't jump too soon because we were real quick to write off J.J. McCarthy. We got to let the game breathe and see how it plays out.
Dude, look at a guy that we respect more than anyone, Colin Cowherd. Let me read some of his tweets from last night.
Did he say J.J. might be ass?
J.J. might be ass.
J.J. might be ass.
Stars. He goes, they are protecting J.J. McCarthy. Nothing more. He's a mile away, and the Vikings know it. And then by the end of the game, he wrote, hey, can you win comeback player of the week from first quarter to the fourth? It was such a different story, and I think that is what makes the NFL awesome, and that's why.
And the ability to make adjustments, too. Right. I mean, that's part of the game. So props for a young guy and a young team. And, again, a big win for the Vikings to start it off 27-24 Monday Night Football. We'll get to the rest of your phone calls and observations at 877-99 on Fox.
You ever feel like you had that redemption in your personal life? Meaning
like start off slow?
No, meaning like first time with a woman, you're like, I'm usually, and then second time, you're like, this is the real me.
I'd love to say yes, Rich, but no.
No, you're just a stud. Okay, just a stud.
I've never had any redemption.
Okay.
All right. I'd love to brag, but yeah. All right, so your thoughts, your phone calls, and we're going to talk football traditions later on, plus a Tuesday edition of Last One Standing. We're giving away prizes today on the show. It's Covino and Rich, Fox Sports Radio.
Can't wait.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were
dating some girl and you're like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during a
can't.
big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports, and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger,
Bolder.
better. We are.
All right, welcome back to the show. Tuesday, tacos, Covino and Rich. By the way, without football tonight, I'm like, what am I going to do?
What to do?
What am I going to do? Because we got to wait for tomorrow to watch that Charlie Sheen documentary. Winning. It's called Winning Time, right? Winning. I don't know what it's called, but new Charlie Sheen documentary comes out tomorrow. So what do I do tonight besides tacos?
Winning.
I don't know.
He seems so open, and everyone that got to be involved in that documentary looks like it's a must-watch. So,
oh, yeah, he's throwing a lot out there.
We're not getting paid to talk about it. To me, it just looks
No, I bring him up because
intriguing.
he's my favorite relief pitcher of all time. After Mo Rivera.
Wild Thing Rick Vaughn.
Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Remember, if you miss any of our show, you got to catch the podcast. So there's two things going on. This isn't just a radio show anymore. Actually, three things. You got live radio. You got the podcast. We're streaming video. So it's a multimedia sort of experience, Covino and Rich Live. Thanks for being part of it. So, yeah, follow us on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR, but definitely follow the podcast. Search Covino and Rich. Rate us 5 stars because anything less is uncivilized. And Rich.
Yeah, buddy.
The LG X Boom Grab is the portable speaker that powers your hustle. From morning coffee runs to midnight rooftop hangs, enjoy vibrant sound with up to 20 hours of playback. And now you save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom.
Boom.
That's what I do. X Boom. Again, it's the LG X Boom.
Yeah, you got to have good sound for your music, your games, all that
Dude,
stuff.
is it really a party? It's just a gathering if you don't got the music playing and you need the LG X Boom.
AKA Charlie Sheen, by the way, is what the documentary is called tomorrow.
It's not called Winning. I thought it was called Tiger Blood. It's not.
AKA Charlie Sheen.
That's tomorrow. So again, what do you do today? We're so caught up in the NFL. It's what do we do?
Are you watching any of that Canelo Crawford build up to the fight or not interested?
I haven't, so maybe I will. Again,
you got a Canelo hat on today.
I got the Canelo champ hat on right now. Little boxing shirt from Everlast. Protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. And again, something to look forward to aside from football this weekend, Canelo Crawford at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. So we'll be talking about that throughout the week or maybe on Overpromised, our bonus pod. But J.J. McCarthy is the story of the day today. 13 for 20, 143 yards. 2 tutties, that one crucial interception, but it was the tale of two halves. Like I said, an emotional roller coaster. We established that with the reaction from everybody, but even myself, it was 10-6 at halftime. I was like, boring. This old man was kind of snoring. And then the second half kicked in. You're like, oh, all right, cool, man. 27-24, nice comeback, nice fourth quarter win for J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. I was doing the Techno-Viking dance.
It's a good dance.
You guys ever see Techno Viking? Look them up. You'll thank me later.
Oh, if you don't know.
Techno Viking.
Oh, God.
Look them up on YouTube. It's classic.
Reading our in-show on the YouTube live video stream, Familia Carrera says, he says 5 games because then 3-2 is a decent start. 2-3 you can rebound from. I was going to think if you're a team that's hoping for maybe, I think after 6, you want to be 3-3 because 2-4 just 3-3 and 2-4 feels so different, and it's only one game different.
I would also add the extra game in the regular season and the extra playoff spot doesn't put you behind the 8 ball as much as 0-2 used to in a 16-game schedule when there were only 5 teams making the playoffs. Now you have 7 teams from each conference, and you have that extra game.
If you start out 0-2 and then somehow get to 3-3 after 6. If you get hot, win a couple in a row. I think 3-3 after 6 games, you are totally fine.
And there are some teams that start off with 2 games on the road.
Yeah.
So you can't necessarily mark those as automatic wins for going on the road. You would still have your full home slate ahead of you and so forth.
Hey, Rich, speaking of football.
That's why that 49ers win at Seattle, not to rub it in, Dan, that's why that was sort of a big one for my Niners, because that on the road in Seattle, you could say on the bigger picture that might be an L. So when you come away with a W and you played it's a big one.
Why are we still talking about this?
I know.
By the way, why are we dwelling on this game?
Well, bigger in retrospect now that half your team is hurt too, though.
I know.
Yeah, I was going to ask,
that
Rich, worst, I wrote this down. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Uh-oh.
Worst feeling week 1 winners. Was it your Niners or was it the Bengals? Worst feeling week 1
I would
winners.
say Niners just based on the aftermath of everybody being hurt.
Purdy is banged up. Kittle's out. You still don't know Ayuk. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Jake Moody's out,
You
too.
felt, yeah, he's out.
But both lucky to pull one out for sure.
I
Did you feel good about that win?
I didn't, but you know what I feel good about? I feel good about that while the Niners are banged up, they're blessed to be having the Saints in week 2. And watch, the Saints will beat the Niners, and I'll look like an ass next Monday. But to me, it's like, if you're banged up and your team looks a little suspect.
I can ask right now. It's all good.
That's fine. I would say that getting the Saints week 2 is a very nice gift for the 49ers.
Yeah.
You
So-
you play the Saints, you hope to just slip by that one and,
Again, it goes
weather
back to
the
what we
injury
talked
storm.
about yesterday about setting the tone. You just want to set the tone. You don't want to throw a gutter ball in the first frame, and you don't want to lose the first week of the NFL. But, hey, McCarthy prevented that from happening. We got one more phone call about the emotional roller coaster of last night's game and J.J. McCarthy. Who do we got?
Let's go to Greg in Iowa.
Hey, Greg, you're on the show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Love the show.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, so huge Bears fan, but I got to give mad props to J.J. McCarthy though. Like, honestly, after that pick 6, I'm like, this thing's over. But after what Aikman said when he came to the sideline, what Aikman was talking about when he was apologizing or whatever to his offensive line, I mean, how he was talking about, that's got to be pretty hard, especially with Aikman being a former quarterback. As a quote-unquote rookie, it's got to be pretty hard to do, and then him coming out and just throwing the heck out of the ball the rest of the game.
By the way, great point. Did we make that point earlier? Because we did in our pre-show meeting. Like, even the announcers last night were going through the whole roller coaster of emotions with everybody else.
Yeah. Oh, he's not ready. He's overwhelmed
It's
too.
like, wait a
wow,
minute.
young star.
That was really noticeable.
And I don't know if Colin pointed it out earlier on the herd, but has he appointed J.J. McCarthy quarterback face yet? Because he's like, he looks like your quintessential like happy-go-lucky frat boy.
He does look like a frat boy.
He's a total.
He's got quarterback college face.
He definitely is quarterback face. I could see him being popular in Minnesota for years to come.
Hey, based on football, there was a story a week ago that we never had time for, and I do want to bring up. Danny G, I know you have the details about those British fans, but the gist of it was this. There's a bunch of old school British blokes.
I'm not into British people. Not a fan.
I just want you to think about this. What do you mean? What does that mean? There's a lot of British people listening.
Yeah. We tied it to football, Cove. They just get together to have a pint.
I don't know. They got bad teeth and they care about royal family stuff. Not a fan.
It says,
Yeah, so these blokes got
I like
together.
England.
Yeah, me too. Fish and chips.
I don't know.
No, well, look.
a group of British blokes have kept the same tradition going every Thursday since 1968. They meet every Thursday at the same place for a pint.
For 56 years. Now, hold on. Let's put it in perspective. Covino and Rich with Danny G on Fox Sports Radio. We've been together for what? Like 5 years
5
almost
years,
total,
yeah.
but 3 years. We're going on 3 years full time, right? In the next month or two, right? 3 years.
At the end of this month, yeah.
You don't even know our anniversary. What is it? It's September 26th, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So it'll be 3 years full time, but we were doing weekends for
Like a
2
year.
years, 2+ or 1.5 years. Anyway, long story short is we got into this tradition of the first game of the year, we'd go out to Buffalo Wild Wings, right, to kick off the NFL season.
We couldn't even make it 3
By the
years.
third year, we couldn't even do it, right? Because Rich had to coach a game. I had to fix my tire, got to pick my kid up. Danny G's like, what about our tradition? It was like, we're going to have to take a rain check. We'll figure it out. We'll get together on another Monday night. So my point was,
Dan Byer was there last year, too.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah, and then Covino left because his daughter didn't have keys to get into the place or
I
something.
had to leave. So yeah, the anniversary of that just passed.
So maybe this anniversary just stinks.
Yeah. So the point is, in 3 years, we couldn't keep that tradition of let's go and celebrate the start of the season with some Wild Wings and a pint. These guys have been getting together for 56 years. All right? So that got me thinking about traditions, but because it's football season, what are the best football traditions that you have or you want to establish for your family and friends?
I have one that's ridiculous, but you know what? I'm going to let you know what it is next. And there's one that I really admire that is coming to an – there's a tradition that's unfortunately coming to an end in the NFL. We'll get to that. But let's go to Dan Byer for an update. DB.
Yeah, start thinking about it.
What's going on, my friend?
Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter will be available for their Week 2 matchup against the Chiefs. Now, he was suspended one game for spitting on Dak Prescott in the opening game of the season, but the NFL says because the spitting action occurred so early in the game just after the opening kickoff that they are considering that his one-game ban.
I mean, it sounds appropriate, to be honest.
Yes.
He didn't even miss a play.
It does. I just
he
don't
didn't
know.
make a play.
I just don't know where if somebody spits on someone in the third quarter, second quarter, first quarter, like how do you determine that in that aspect? So
it's a great point.
That's the one thing that think the NFL will have to deal with if, and hopefully it doesn't happen, someone spits on someone else. But Carter was also docked his game check, which is more than $57,000. So he was out of that money because of his actions. But
If I
he'll
were
play
him,
against the Chiefs.
I would lay off the sunflower seeds game 2 just to make sure no discrepancies.
Nothing
No
salty to
sunflowers,
get out of the mouth at all. 49ers placed tight end George Kittle on injured reserve and released kicker Jake Moody today. Ownership of the Broncos, with the backing of local and state government officials, released a video showing their hopes of building a privately funded retractable roof stadium that would be the new home for the team. Broncos have been playing at Empower Field at Mile High since 2001. But possibly a new stadium coming for the Broncos. Red Sox are placing Dustin May on the injured list and calling up prospect lefty Connolly early. He'll start tonight against the A's. Cubs place outfielder Kyle Tucker on the IL with a calf strain. And the Bulls signed restricted free agent guard Josh Giddey. He's back in Chicago on a 4-year deal worth $100 million. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, DB.
A little early for a new stadium, though, Denver?
It feels like that.
But you know what? As time flies, you know how the joking meme goes, 30 years ago, you mean the 70s? And it's like, no, 30 years ago is the 90s. If a 60s stadium was redone in the 90s, if a stadium was redone around the turn of the century, in the 2030s, it's not crazy, right? Like
Here's two things. Number one, it's 25 years now, so by the time it'll be 30 years.
Yeah.
It probably needs renovations. This is all entirely privately funded right now, so there's no public money. So if they want to build the Waltons want to build their stadium, go right ahead. They've got the money to do it.
Did you say build the wall? Is that what you said? I think
No,
I heard
the Walmart. It's the heirs to Walmart that own the
I thought I heard
the
it build the
Broncos.
wall.
Yeah,
Build the wall, huh? Yeah,
if the Waltons want to build it, go ahead.
I don't know. I think I heard build the wall.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Dan.
Dan Byer. I appreciate it, man. All right, so start thinking about some cool football traditions. Plus, we're going to play a Tuesday edition of Last One Standing. We have lots to get to on the Covino and Rich Show. So little time. More CNR on FSR right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, if you're looking for a new way to hire and manage your workforce, Express Employment Pros makes it easy.
Ooh.
Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, being ghosted, interviews with unqualified applicants. Move up to the pros with expresspros.com.
It's your full-service workforce solution, connecting you with top talent fast. Every day, Express recruits and screens a variety of workers in your area so that when it's time to hire, they got the talent you need ready to go to work.
Express Employment Pros helps tens of thousands of companies find workers, saving business time and increasing flexibility. Got to find your nearest location at expresspros.com.
Now, a reminder, contract workforce through Express can help manage contingent labor costs, provide people you need to meet current demands. And if you need full-time employees, they got that as well. Find your nearest location, like Covino said, 870 around the country. They're backed by support of an international headquarters. So if you need to hire, you know it's stressful, stop the hassles and partner with Express. Go to expresspros.com. Find the location near you.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes. We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe. Let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Iowa Sam honoring the late, great Rick Davies of Supertramp, passed away 81 years old this week. Not Rich Davis, Rick Davies. Yeah. Rich Davis is to my left.
I'm right here.
I'm Steve Covino, and it's the show, Fox Sports Radio, with Danny G, Iowa Sam, Dan Byer, and Spot. By the way, I haven't heard this song in a long-ass time, Iowa Sam.
You put this on one of your old school playlists? Not a
I
bad
might
song.
have to. But thank you guys for hanging out with us, the radio musical, Covino and Rich. And we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. You ready for this? No surprise. The guy that won you over, Rich, but he won over a lot of people
He
yesterday.
won our hearts yesterday.
J.J. McCarthy willed his way into the end zone in the fourth quarter.
It is a run-pass option. McCarthy takes off to the right, to the 10. Stutter steps at the 5. Touchdown! He's J.J. McCarthy, and he runs for a Vikings touchdown.
Those last 2 yards, he did a little, how do you do? A little, those last 2 yards.
Stutter step was what they went with.
No, he did the stutter step at the
You call it
5-yard line. I think the last 2 yards were a little.
He slid past the
little,
defender. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, you mean when he went?
Yeah, that. Yeah, the last 2 yards. That's
Yeah,
courtesy
yeah.
of KFAN Vikings Radio Network. And that's our Tire Rack play of the day.
Yeah.
For over 40 years, Tire Rack been doing good things, helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection and convenient installation options like tire installation mobily. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Thank you, Tire Rack. So, real quick, before we get into all the fun of Last One Standing, Tuesday edition, and more football, and your Mets. There's lots to talk about. There's a group of friends that meet for a pint every Thursday, and they've done this for 56 years. They were young men, okay, when they started this. Now they're old British blokes. Every Thursday, let's see, hold on. There's not like just 3 buddies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of these guys. So to even live this long, good for them. They've been doing this since 1968. So we started tying it into like our football traditions because we would get together, Buffalo Wild Wings, to start the season, but that didn't even last for 3 years because life gets in the way.
Well, something we've been doing for 5 years.
Yeah.
We get together with a group of buds and we pick a different football stadium.
Yeah,
and we
that's
make
a
it
great one.
we make it a guys' weekend. And the first year, the joke was we all went in a hot tub they had at the Airbnb, and Covino just sat beside it. So the joke was Steve and the hot tub boys, and it became like an eye rolling joke.
I didn't want to get in a hot tub, no offense, with a bunch of like dudes. Just
It was
sound
Danny.
that fun.
It was a beautiful Airbnb. Everyone was having a cocktail.
I've heard this.
And Covino sat outside the hot tub while everyone else was in it.
Didn't sound like my kind of party.
You just want to show anyone your nipples? What's going on?
I got puffy nipples. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, it just felt like I don't know.
Dude soup.
Like dude soup.
A bunch of guys. Well,
At
anyway,
your 20th anniversary in Vegas, there were dudes joking that they wanted on the waiting list to be part of the hot tub boys.
I know.
So Rich is right though, but that's
5 years now.
That takes a legitimate commitment to say, you know what, we're a good group of buds. Let's try to do this every year. So 5 years we've been visiting away stadiums.
Yeah, this year
and enjoying some games.
This year we're going to Arizona for the 49ers Cardinals in mid-November.
So any other NFL traditions that you live by or want to start moving forward?
You know, I thought it was a sad thought, but the idea of a group of buds going to every single Super Bowl cannot have many years left because we're approaching Super Bowl 60, right? So if you're looking at guys that were 20, 30 years old that all went together every year, those guys are like 90 now. So much like the blokes that have their pint, you're not going to see many, I've been to every Super Bowl people for much longer, unfortunately, right? We got more Covino and Rich and your traditions next.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in.
Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm gonna go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan. I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim.
Philadelphia Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter will be available to play in Week 2 against the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL ruled today that Carter was handed a one-game suspension for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott in the opening moments of their season opener on Thursday. But because Carter was ejected from the game, the NFL is counting that as his one-game suspension. He will also lose a game check worth more than $57,000, but Carter will be available to play for Philadelphia coming up on Sunday in a Super Bowl rematch with Kansas City. The 49ers placed tight end George Kittle on injured reserve. He strained his hamstring in their victory over the Seahawks, so he's out for at least the next 4 games. The 49ers also released kicker Jake Moody and signed veteran kicker Eddie Pinheiro, who recently spent time with the Carolina Panthers. The Chicago Bulls' restricted free agent guard Josh Giddey came to terms on a 4-year, $100 million deal, according to ESPN. Cubs place outfielder Kyle Tucker on the injured list with a calf strain. I'm Dan Beyer.
All right, bringing the fun on a Taco Tuesday.
What's up with your Mets, by the way? Did you see Aaron Nola, who shut the Mets out?
Then he farted on him.
Got farted on in the middle of an interview?
I did see that.
Aaron Nola was being interviewed after his victory over the Mets. 7 Ks, 3 hits.
I know.
And they're like, Aaron, so you had some good stuff tonight.
Can I guess who it was? Definitely Kyle Schwarber.
Someone on the team let one rip.
Definitely Schwarber.
And, I'm going to give Rich that same treatment right now.
I know.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. We're going to play Last One Standing. We're going to talk some football. But first and first, mostly we be rocking out.
Taco Tuesday!
Hey, we are live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And if you've ever wanted to try...
I do.
An Olympic or Paralympic sport, well, how about you try fencing? It's safe, fast, easy to start. Find the beginning class near you. usafencing.org/try fencing. That's usafencing.org/try fencing.
I'll try fencing. Is there anything else you wish you tried, Rich, on a side note? I know this is about fencing, so hey, give it a shot. But I'm wearing a boxing shirt, Canelo hat. I've always been a fan. I've never stepped in a ring in my life. I've gotten a few battles.
I feel like,
but I've never gotten like a training mode.
I feel like sports. I've covered what I've wanted to try, but as a kid, I always wish I learned how to play guitar. Now I know you could say, "Dude, you're like a 40-year-old guy. What do you learn now?" But to me, I feel like that's. I don't know. I know I could take lessons, but
one of these days, put down the pogo stick and pick up the guitar.
You could take lessons with one of your kids so they could learn while you learn.
Yes.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Practice together.
All right, so that's Iowa Sam. We got Danny G getting ready for the biggest game in the world. Last One Standing. We'll be playing later on for some prizes. He's also on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. And because it's football season, it's been a great week already. We're so amped about it. It's just something to do, something to talk about. Life changes. You start thinking about your NFL football traditions, and we had one here on the show, and we broke it our third year in. Third year in. But my first question is,
Rich did.
Yeah, that's true.
It was Rich.
Coach Rich. Sorry.
Coach Rich had a Little League game, and he had to do his dad thing, and I get it.
Yeah.
But can you could restart it. You could change it.
Well,
So
COVID messed up a lot of traditions. Every year we did a guacamole contest. We did a listener convention. We started picking up our events again, but there were a couple years where it was like, yeah, I guess we're not doing that.
No, that's
true.
true.
And it stinks, right? You and I, from the beginning of our show, went to every Super Bowl together until we missed the year in Minnesota.
That's right.
Because they were doing budget
But we're still
adjustments.
like 18, 19 Super Bowls deep.
I'm
So
saying,
you can pick them up, I think, because we have. But a group of friends met for a pint every Thursday for 56 years. That's the story. They've been doing it since 68. These
Still
British
going.
blokes. A group of British pensioners have kept the same tradition going every Thursday. And I'm with you, Rich. Rich and I and a group of friends that we met through our radio show, they're just our friends now. Started off as listeners, but just our friends. We've been getting together for the past 5 years, going to an away game, and I look forward to it so much. Just checking out a different NFL stadium, being in a different city.
Pick a city.
Make
a weekend of it.
It's not too late to start that, man. We started that, was it 5 years ago?
Yeah.
5 years ago, man, and we're doing it again in Arizona this year in November. I can't wait.
It's going to be a good trip.
So based on that, what are the traditions you look forward to, or maybe you're trying to start with your family?
And I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but Danny, I pointed out that the idea of like a group of buds going to the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah, you started talking death.
Well, the reality is like, if you had a group of buddies back in 1967, 68, those guys are old now. And it's sort of like the sad reality of all of our grandparents were proud World War II veterans.
Mm-hmm.
How many World War II veterans are still alive?
You know what's even more sad about that story, Rich, is like that group of like, let's say it was 5 dudes that
Might
got
be
together.
2 now.
No, it could be 1. Like, I'm the last guy.
Does anyone want to go with me?
Yeah, it's so sad.
This I guarantee was in the back of the brain of Rich Davis, and it just didn't come to your forefront on why you thought about that. Because the NFL did 15 some years ago a special went to every Super Bowl club. And there were 4 guys, I think,
I do remember that. I
were
remember
in
that
the
too, yeah.
group. What happened was, unfortunately, a couple of them have passed away. According to Wikipedia, they're named the Never Miss a Super Bowl Club. There was another person who was added that they didn't know that also went to every Super Bowl from that ad campaign.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, so they added that guy to the crew?
So there was one guy, that was added, but then 2 of them died. So there are only 3 people remaining, according to Wikipedia, that had all of these guys going to every Super Bowl.
That's wild.
Didn't they also have a special where there were a couple of photographers who had covered every Super Bowl?
Yes, photojournalists.
Yeah,
and some reporters as well.
Rich has another football tradition that he started, but it all depends on your team winning.
It does, but my wife and I, we moved out to L.A. We had kids out here, and if one of our teams wins a playoff game, we jump in our pool with our clothes on
and record it.
And my kids get a kick out of it.
Rich really leans into it, though, for the kids,
Yeah.
which is great. Like,
Yeah.
all right, kids, are you
Here we
ready?
go,
They're like,
you
come
know.
on, Dad, do it.
And, it's like
And they'll always remember that, for sure.
You have to jump in the pool with your
Yeah.
clothes on if your team wins. And Danny G, if you're over my house and the Raiders win, guess what? You got to jump in the
I'm
pool with
in.
your clothes on.
The traditions with the kids and football is a lot of fun.
Oh, you started one with your
Yes.
son. I love that,
Yeah,
dude.
Koa was born in August, so as a little newborn, I took a picture of him in little Raider PJs. Then fast forward to last August, and he had his first jersey on. And then this past weekend, I took a picture of him in his Max Crosby jersey.
And you said, forget about first day of school pics.
Yep.
Would you say first snap of the season?
Yeah.
That's good.
First
snap.
Sunday opener snaps.
Yeah, I sent Danny a funny thing where it was a mom who took a picture of her holding her son on the first day of school. But then once it got to like 10th or 11th grade, he started holding his mom. And Danny's like, that's when it gets weird.
It started getting creepy in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
Now, again, it could be like your wifey's 5-layer dip. It could be something that you cook up on the green egg. But what's your NFL tradition that you want to share with us? Or maybe one you just want to start? That's our take on it. Who do we got?
Let's say hi to Matt in SoCal. What's up, Matt?
Hey, Matt.
Yo, Covino and Rich, natural context backed by sincere BS and pretty much elite parenting 101 from what it sounds like.
Yes.
It's creating core memories for your kids, you know, and they look forward to it. And football brings people together.
Oh, no doubt. And also, great job, you guys, this last month because, while shows run from the lack of content, you guys step up and step in and create content on other shows and just stepping in left and right.
Hey, Matt, can I say thanks for noticing?
Thanks for noticing.
I appreciate it.
Real quick, the tradition, it's not pro football, but the one thing that I always appreciated is college football. Game day, when they have their morning frenzy. When I was younger, I noticed every week a Washington State flag. And it could be the biggest SEC game of the week. It could be Auburn and Alabama. But you look around, you look in the background, there's this Washington State flag waving in the background. So I don't know if you guys are up on that. I think they did a story on it, but I always thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. No, listen, I'm a big fan of traditions in sports and life with your kids and family. And I think by creating traditions, my wife and I constantly have that sappy conversation of like, let's make this a tradition because you want to make those memories with your kids. And I think sports is such an avenue where core memories are made.
Yeah, Rich has tons of core memories. It wasn't a Sunday if Rich didn't hear his dad screaming about the money he lost on his bets.
Yeah,
just didn't feel right.
My dad taught me about teaser bets, and then in the 80s.
Oh, the Giants blew it again, Richie. I can't believe it.
So, yeah, no, that's, your tradition might be gambling with your dad, right?
I wish the NFL would embrace it more. I think we could probably name 2 or 3 college football ones that we all remembered. A little bit like the game day stuff, and I think that's at times lacking in the NFL, where how about if the NFL every season was like, guess what? Bears, Vikings, you're going to meet in the last Sunday in September.
Yeah.
Like one of those sort of things. Like you always know it's going to be a Bears-Vikings game in the end of September or something like that. They try to push this stuff on us, like make us care about rivalries when we kind of already care about the rivalries, or the rivalries take care of themselves. I wish the NFL would do more of that we have like in college football.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, you brought up Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
The turducken with John Madden back in the day, and they
thought of that.
They continue, some of those traditions. I think that's
cool.
nice.
Yeah, there's so many young players that fantasize and dreamt about
that turkey
one
leg.
day I'm going to eat that turkey leg on TV.
But you always tell me that the best part is the turkey ass, right?
Turkey ass is my favorite part. It's the best part.
Bone
who else do we got? Travis?
Yes, I had a Travis in L.A. What's up, Travis?
Hey, what up, buddy?
Hey, Steve, who do you think is more ass, turkey ass or Arch Manning?
Oh, Arch Manning might be ass, yeah.
Turkey ass.
Turkey ass.
What's up, buddy? You there, Travis?
He just wanted to drop that line, I guess. Actually, he had a British people comment. Yeah, let's get Travis back.
Oh.
Travis calls back 877-99 on Fox. Rich had a real problem with old British guys.
I think Travis dropped that punchline and then crashed into the vehicle in front of him.
I hope not.
I certainly hope he's fine.
Here's a little backstory. When you have to do 2 hours of awesome, it's hard to really get to know the real Steve Covino. But that's why I say check out the Patreon, because we have more time to chat. Or when we fill in for Dan Patrick, we have more time, right?
Yeah.
But, I married a British woman. And,
Jeez.
and her accent still gives me and Rich nightmares. I think Rich still has, like, that PTSD that I went through as his buddy, and holds it against all Brits. It's not all Brits, Rich.
That, and I don't understand Americans caring about the royal family. It boggles my mind how we care.
I love them. They're great.
You do.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Really, Dan?
Remember when we did our 3 most interesting people, and I said Prince William?
That's right.
What is your fascination with it? Just something you're interested in?
Yeah, I just think it's so different. And, yes.
I can see that, but
It is,
to
though.
me, I'm like, when people talk about the Camilla and I don't even know who these people are. To me, it's like, who's that? Is that a person?
I don't know who you're talking
Is she a
about.
princess?
Yeah, that's the wife of
the king.
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Who's the prince? King Harry?
Queen
King
consort.
Charles.
She's queen consort.
To me, it's such BS and nonsense. I can't understand how
That's
Americans care.
That's an intelligent man right
You
there
know who
that
our
cares.
royal
She's
couple is?
Queen Camilla.
Our royal couple is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
I thought it was George Brett and his wife.
I thought our royal couple was Salvador Perez and his girlfriend. No, our royal couple is Brett Saberhagen and his family.
Well, we go back to your phone calls to wrap it up. But Travis, I want to hear what you had to say about that. But that's my story.
Ivor,
Let's go to Ivor, South Dakota. You're on the Covino and Rich Show, Fox Sports Radio. Just talking about NFL traditions that you're trying to keep alive.
And it's tough. You know why it's tough, Ivor? Because everyone has family, work, responsibilities. I went to spring training with my Mets buddies 3 years in a row, and then eventually I was like, I think we're done.
It's tough.
It's tough to keep traditions.
That's why the British guy story, though, is really impressive. They've done that. They must have the worst wives or the more, I don't know how you look at it, or supportive
We're
wives.
finding out that Rich is a tradition killer.
Yeah,
true, yeah.
Rich, you don't believe in it, huh? Because they got together every Thursday for 56 years.
Tradition? You mean the same stupid thing over and over? No. Let's go to Ivor. Hey, bud.
Hey, fellas, thanks for taking the call. I am third generation of heartbreak, hope, Vikings, insane amount of hope. That's our tradition. That's what we do. We get to the end of the game and we say, well, whatever. We're experts at just justifying why we lost.
Yeah, the Vikings have a tradition of letting their fans down.
Well, Ivor, let me give you a fun fact.
Giving you hope, but then letting you down.
Ivor, let me give you a piece of information to take away, because our show is about. I always say this: our show, Covino and Rich. I either want you to get a good laugh or learn something. If you're not laughing or learning, then we're not doing our job. So I'm going to teach you something. There was a calculator on ESPN about a month ago, and if you put your teams in, it gave you how miserable you could be as a fan. What was it, like the pain meter or something like that? It was something ridiculous.
Depression meter.
Like depression fan meter.
I'll look it
Misery
up.
meter.
The misery meter.
Something
And
like
if
that.
you put in the Vikings.
Misery index.
The misery index. If you put in the Vikings, T-Wolves, Twins, and the Wild at the time. Did they even have what's their hockey team? The Wild? Yes. And what's their women's basketball team?
The Lynx.
The Lynx.
It's called the Sports Misery Index. You're right.
The Vikings, because of their failures over the years, the Minnesota fan base has a 90-something on this meter. Like, the higher, the worst. So you really can't get much worse than being a Minnesota sports fan. So if you have Minnesota sports fans that are good-spirited people, God bless them.
I don't know if you guys are the same thing, but we talk about the generation of baseball, and we grew up in the Twins winning in 87 and 91, especially in Covino in my range. That's prime youth baseball. So you think that the Twins were this unstoppable force, so much that you guys think Kirby Puckett's more popular than Prince in Minnesota.
Yeah, he said that the other day. Yeah.
But when
I think Ken Herbeck's more popular than Prince.
Gary Gaetti's mullet is top 5.
But I hate to hold that against the Twin Cities, but you're right, because I remember those championships, and I'll still say, what do you mean? Twins won it twice in the late 80s, early 90s. What are you guys crying
87
about?
and 91.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
now.
long time ago.
It's like when
I
people
couldn't agree with you anymore, man.
Yeah,
For
dude.
me, that still feels like they got some sort of winning.
Yes,
tradition.
right?
And you know what?
Homer Hankies?
They get close, but I feel that way about my 49ers. When there's like a sentiment like that people think, oh, what do you like the 49ers? What are you, a front runner? And I'm like, front running what? They won in 94, 95. I was 15 years old when the 49ers last won. I think I've paid my dues for liking Montana when I was a kid. But hey, let's go to one more phone call. Dan, you want to go to Texas? Which, by the way, do you see one of the Powerball winners from Fredericksburg, Texas? Cool little wine country. Billions of dollars. What's up, Texas? Andrew.
Hello?
What's up?
Yeah. Hey, my tradition is watching the Cowboys lose on Thanksgiving almost every year.
It's a good one.
Nice. Thank you, man.
I have a
Appreciate you.
I
mean, that is part of the tradition, though. Like, where am I going to watch the game on Thanksgiving? You know, that's part of it.
I have a question. What if someone, this is a real question.
I'm actually going back home, I think, to Jersey for the first Thanksgiving in like 10 years, probably. Can't wait. I'll be watching the Cowboys lose in Jersey.
What if the tradition stinks and no one has the heart to tell the person? Do you tell them?
Ooh, that's a good one,
Meaning,
man.
like,
Or
let's say,
yeah, what if you take the initiative to start the new tradition because the old one stunk?
What if, like, and let's say, Danny, let's say your beautiful wife Brenda was like, I make a special banana bread for Raiders games, and you're like, your banana bread stinks. Like,
no, I really
don't like it. Like, if someone's wife or girlfriend brings a dip to every Super Bowl, and everyone agrees, like, it sort of stinks. Do you just let her bring it because it's tradition?
I don't know.
Stinks.
Oh,
Depends.
man,
Is
there's
it
Margaret
attached?
with her potato salad again.
Yeah, did your team win or lose with it? Because let it stay if your team won.
I brought egg salad.
Yeah. Oh, she brought her egg salad. Oh, thanks, Aunt Rosie. Appreciate it.
Can I tell you? I know she's not listening, so I won't feel bad saying this.
That's so funny.
My mother-in-law.
Yeah.
There's like this sentiment that, Cindy's potato salad?
Oh, potato salad.
And I
you know what,
don't
hold on.
get it. In my mind, I'm
But
like,
you know what the worst part is, Rich? You have to pretend to eat it because if, let's say, the wives or people bring dips and salads, whatever, if no one eats that dip or salad, some wife is going home sad that day. So you have to sort of make a dent.
It has raisins in it, doesn't it?
you got to, no, it doesn't, but you have to work your way spot. We've talked about this. You have to work your way around a holiday dessert table.
And you have to tell everybody how great their dip was.
Even if you throw it out, you have to take a slice of every cake just so no wife, girlfriend, or guy
They're
feels
offended.
feels all hurt. Like, no one liked my apple pie. I guess. But
how bad is your mother-in-law's potato salad?
It's like mustard based.
Oh,
I'm a mayo.
Sounds good to me.
I'm
Sounds
a
actually
mayo.
pretty good,
mustard.
I'm a mayo-based potato
Like a
salad
German
guy.
potato salad?
It is fun.
Barf, dude.
And it's like
you got to break this tradition.
Yeah.
Cindy's potato salad. So when she comes over, let's say it's a holiday, and she comes over and makes it for a cookout or barbecue, every so often I'll take a scoop and throw it away so it looks like it's.
Yo, I got it. Ready?
That's
Rich, like,
horrible.
That's horrible.
I just want. You just got to throw it out there, like Cindy. I just want you to know I'm replacing your tradition with Rich's fruit salad. Rich's fruit salad, and just be like,
Hey.
it's a new tradition. It's a new tradition.
And you just gotta salad.
Yeah, you gotta just cut it and nip it in
so
the
funny.
bud, man.
Well-
So start a tradition, or hey, piggyback on ours, man. Go visit an away stadium with your buddies. Even if you haven't talked to them in a minute, reach out and be like, yo, man, maybe we should just do it once a year. It's a nice way to reconnect and get away from the hassles and the hoffs of your regular life and routine. And I look forward to meeting up with our buddies in November, and I look forward to getting wings with you,
Yeah, I was
Danny
going to
G.
say our new tradition, the third week of NFL football, we go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Third week.
tradition.
Next week, guys.
Start a new one.
Perfect. And by the way, if you know my mother-in-law, don't you effing tell her I said that,
Oh,
okay?
I'm telling her,
All right. Hey, coming up, we are going to play Last One Standing. So give away a prize, 877-99 on Fox if you want
Nerf
in.
football.
Give away a Nerf football, Covino and Rich style. So we'll play a game. We'll talk some more NFL. And a thought on baseball as we have less than 20 games until the postseason. I want to talk about bunk fans, all coming up right here, CNR.
If you're looking for a new way to hire and manage your workforce, Express Employment Pros makes it easy.
Oh, Express.
Yeah, that's what I call it that for the kiddos out there. Express Employment Professionals. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, being ghosted, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Move up to the pros with ExpressPros.com.
Hey, they're a full-service workforce solution, but you know that. Connecting you with top talent fast. Every day, Express recruits and screens a variety of workers in your area. And when it's time to hire, they got the talent you need ready to go. A contract workforce through Express can help you manage contingent labor costs and provide people you meet current demand, provide you people that you need to meet your current demand. So
That's
hey,
it.
if you need full-time employees, they could help you out as well. Express Employment Pros helps tens of thousands of companies find workers, saving businesses time and increasing flexibility.
Find your nearest location at expresspros.com. Each of the 870 Express locations are locally owned and operated, backed by the support of an international headquarters. So listen, hiring is stressful. Stop the hassle and partner with Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah!
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate your show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
All right. So it's never too late to start an NFL tradition. I think that's the lesson learned here.
You know what? The difference between Covino and I love this song. Covino's like, what's this country nonsense?
I don't like twang in my music. Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. What?
Sing along. Come on.
Yeah, this is Hank Jr. This is classic.
Family tradition.
Not where I come from. I'm a Guido from New Jersey, bro. You think we're rocking out to this?
Well, you know the big debate.
But I say that respectfully.
The big debate at my wedding when my wife and I got married, I wanted the last song of the night to be Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer, and she wanted it to be this song. And that was like a debate. It's like family tradition. Get out of here, Bon Jovi, and that was our compromise. We played them back to back.
All right, right now we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio.
Good way to start the marriage.
Business fluctuations make running your manufacturing business complex, but staffing your business doesn't have to be. So you got to let Express Employment Pros provide the workforce you need. Go to expresspros.com, find the location near you. That's expresspros.com, and a big thanks to our friends at expresspros.com.
What about Tire Rack?
I love them too.
We can thank them because for over 40 years they've been helping customers find the right
party,
tires.
Man, they're good dudes.
The Tire Rack people, party animals. Hey, you can find all the tires you need, ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options. Everything you possibly need in the world of tires at TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. All right, it's time to play everyone's favorite game, Last One Standing.
You have 5 seconds to battle for your sports trivia life.
Man, I don't got it. Put your electronic devices down and pick your sports knowledge. It's CNR's Last One Standing.
Last one standing.
Oh, did you see Spot's snazzy graphics on the YouTube page?
Again, it's not just a listening experience anymore.
This is like a TV show
Yeah,
now.
it is.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Last one standing.
All right, a Tuesday edition of Last One Standing. I have 4 categories ready to go if needed, a tiebreaker. Each contestant gets 5 seconds to stay alive in the round. If you run out of time or you answer incorrectly, Iowa Sam will take you out with a big bad buzzer. Don't want to hear that.
I have nightmares about that.
You won't.
Yeah, I woke in the middle of my sleep last night to that sound.
We keep battling until you are the last one standing. If you win 2 of the rounds, you are the top dog. Here's the contestants. 9-time winner Steve Covino right over there.
Maybe 10, but let's go.
13-time winner Dickie Doo Davis.
What up? Let's go. Here we go.
Leader in the clubhouse, 30-time winner Dan Byer.
I thought it was 31, but who's counting?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he's great. He's good at what he does.
And let's go to the studio lines to see who's playing for a CNR prize. Mike in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh.
What up, Mikey?
What's up, fellas? How are you?
We're good, buddy boy. Ready to play?
Well, I'll give it my best shot.
You better.
All right, Mike. Spot is the fact checker during this game, by the way. So be patient with him.
Please.
When I say your name, the clock is going to begin. Here's the first category, living in the red. You have 5 seconds to name an NFL wide receiver who sits atop the all-time touchdown scored list. So leading wide receivers all-time in NFL touchdowns. All right, Covino, you're going to be up first starting right now. Go.
Jerry Rice, get him out of here.
Number 1, 208.
By far.
Rich.
Catch a beat running like Randy Moss.
Randy Moss, number 2 with 157.
Going in order. Byer.
Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens, number 3 with 156.
I was kidding. Mikey. 3.
Let's
2,
go
1.
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates is not a wide receiver. Sorry, buddy.
Wow.
Sorry.
Go.
Covino.
Keyshawn.
No.
What?
Not on the list.
Brother.
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison, number 5.
Nice poll. Byer.
Kelvin Johnson.
Kelvin Johnson,
Not
on the list.
Rich wins that round.
Wow. Where's Michael Irvin on that list?
Michael Irvin,
Not on the list.
Really?
Wow.
yeah.
I think if there's a spot
So you
pause,
missed-
it's
there's no
not on the
Johnson
list.
on this
Yeah, because I have to look. Chris Carter, number 4.
Chris Carter.
Yeah, you got 5.
All
Marvin
he
Harrison.
did was catch touchdowns.
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald, number 6.
What about
Any
Gerald
others?
Fitzlarry?
Gerald Fitzlarry, number 7. My favorite couple.
Is Tim Brown on that list?
Tim Brown is
Yeah.
number 8.
Tim Brown.
What about Andre Reed? Is he on
Andre
there?
Reed, not on my list.
Just thinking back.
Don
This is where
Hudson,
touchdown
number 9.
receptions are funky. Because when I said Calvin Johnson, I didn't think, because there were years where he wouldn't catch touchdowns. He would have yards.
1,700 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Chris Carter's a good one. Should
Yeah.
have had
Yeah.
that one.
All right.
'Cause all he does is catch touchdown passes.
All right, Rich on the board so far as we go to the second category. On the field dogs and in your mouth dogs.
Oh.
You have 5 seconds to name an NFL team whose stadium offers one of the 15 lowest prices for a regular hot dog. There's 2 ties. We're going to take the lowest 15. All right, and Mikey, you're going to be up first in this category starting right now. Go.
Let's go with Busch Stadium.
I'll just give the team.
Give the team.
Give the team. NFL team.
NFL team.
NFL team.
Yeah,
I'm
NFL.
sorry. My bad. Let's go with the Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals, 498 on the list.
Nice. Byer.
Jaguars?
Jaguars, 693.
Boom. Rich.
I love how arbitrary it is. There's no skill involved in this
No.
category. But I do know that Atlanta keeps
Still
it very
kind of is.
Atlanta
Yeah.
keeps it very low. I bet they're number 1. Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta is number 1 of the bottom.
It's like
of
a
top
$2
with
hot dog,
$2 hot
right?
dog.
Yeah,
There you
look
go.
at that. So there is a skill, Rich.
There is a skill.
Because I saw the same meme you saw probably a week ago.
Covino.
Cincinnati on there?
They are not.
That's a good guess, Steve.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate this game.
All right.
Suck.
Back
You
to
don't know dogs.
Back to Mike in Tulsa.
How about the Baltimore Ravens?
The Ravens are on the list.
Yep.
349 for a hot
Yeah,
dog.
it's on their new menu, right?
Yeah, under 5. Byer.
Tell you what, guys, there's nothing like going to Detroit and getting a nice cheap dog. What do you think?
That's a good guess, but you are wrong.
Out of there. This is between Rich and Mike. Rich.
Dan, how could you not think about the cheap dogs you would get if you were going to see the Cleveland Browns?
And you would be correct, Rich. $3.41 for a hot dog. Oh, man.
All
Come
right.
on, Mike.
Back to Mikey.
Let's go with
3.
How about the Falcons?
I said
Atlanta.
that.
We already said Atlanta.
Falcons.
Pick another one.
Hurry.
Oh, all right. How about
Quickly.
the Bengals, Cincinnati?
No.
Already said.
Already said.
Give one more. Just try one more. Come on.
on.
Give one more. We said it.
I'll take anything.
Just name
Mike,
a team.
pick an NFL
Just
team.
pick a team.
Denver.
Denver.
Yes, Broncos are on the list.
Yes.
Five
Wow.
even.
Good guess.
5 even.
All right, now,
4
imagine-
blocks to get across the street.
Now, imagine this. You're up in the snow in Buffalo, and you're like, wow, what a cheap hot dog.
You would be incorrect, Rich.
Wow.
Got it, Mike.
All right, so
man.
Mike halfway to a CNR prize. Rich
let's
and Mike
see.
both
I'm
on
going
the
to jump
board.
through a table on fire, but no cheap hot dogs?
No cheap hot dogs.
Here's the other funny thing about Rich's Cleveland is like you can make an argument. You'd be like, they're the dog pound. Of course they're going to be expensive. Like it's their nickname, right? But no, not the case.
No.
And by the way, I thought for sure Rich would win that round because he is the biggest weenie I know.
All right, moving
Way
on.
to go, Mike.
All
Good
right.
job.
Next category.
All right, here we go. Third category. Mike
boy.
and Rich on the board. As the kids say, 6'7".
6'7".
You have 5 seconds to name an MLB team who has only 67 or less wins this season. So AL has 5 teams. NL also has 5 bottom teams with 67 wins or less. Covino, you're going to be up first starting right now. Go.
The Rockies.
Rockies, yep, with 40.
Rich.
The A's.
A's have 66.
Fire.
White Sox.
White Sox, 55.
On a roll. Mike.
Let's go with Baltimore Orioles.
Orioles have 66.
All right.
Good job,
Yes.
Covino. 3.
The Rangers.
Rangers, not on the list.
Oh, sorry.
I thought they were.
Rich.
The Nationals.
The Nationals, 59.
Fire.
Pirates.
The Pirates, 64.
Mike.
Did anybody say the Twins?
They did not, but
You
you just did 64.
Good job.
Think of this game.
Rich. 3, 2.
The Marlins, but I think I'm wrong.
But you're right, 66.
All right, Dad.
he's
Don't
right
doubt
there.
yourself. Fire.
2 left.
Yeah. Gosh.
3.
I'm going to say the Braves.
You would be correct with
All right.
65.
Nice
There's 1
pull.
left.
Mike.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to say the Rockies.
Already said.
Already said.
Always said.
Okay.
Quickly, another team.
Quickly.
I ain't got one.
Oh, you're out of here.
So we go next round. He's out. Oh, wait, no. I have
No,
to guess?
you're still alive.
Yeah,
buddy.
you have
Son
to
of a...
guess.
Oh, man. I thought
I
was
think
out
it
of
depends on you because there's one team left, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whoever gets it.
All right.
3, 2.
The Cardinals.
Nope. Not on the list.
Oh, Bayer is the last one standing in
I
that
think
round.
maybe the Rays or Angels.
It's the Angels.
Angels. All right, so 3-way tie here between Rich, Mike, and Bayer as we go to the fourth category. Out of a cannon, you have 5 seconds to name an NFL QB who led week 1 with the most passing yards. We're going to take the top 15. All right, Mike, you're going to be up first starting right now. Go.
All right, let's go with Mahomes.
Yes, number 9 with 258.
Bayer.
Let's go Geno Smith.
Geno Smith, number 2 with 362.
Rich.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, number 7 with 277.
Covino.
Mayfield.
Baker. Sorry, not on the list.
Oh, sorry. I'm making all the worst picks.
Mike.
I was laughing at you, Covino. I was laughing at him.
It's all right.
Mike.
He just failed miserably today.
How about
You're out?
Justin? How about Herbert?
Herbert, number 3 with 318.
Bayer.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, number 1, 394.
Yes. Rich.
Joey Flacco.
Joey Flacco, number 5, 290.
Yeah, nice pull, Mike.
How about Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray, not on the list.
Between Buyer and Rich for the game. Buyer.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, number 11, 244.
Drake May.
What'd you say?
May.
No, May. Number 6, 287.
Oh, good call, Rich.
Back to Buyer.
Lamar Jackson.
Nope, not on the list.
Not on the top 15. Oh, that means Rich is the last one standing this week.
Michael Penix or Stafford?
Michael Penix, number
Fields.
4. Stafford, number 10. Fields, number 14.
Wow.
What about Rattler? Was Spencer
Rattler,
right at 15, bottom of the list, 214.
I should have gone.
Rattler, I know, had over 200. All right.
That is Rich's 14th win in this game.
buddy.
Hey.
And by the way, I did
everybody.
check the notes. Buyer's right. He has 31 in this game, so you still got some catching up to do, Rich.
I know. Well, one day.
Thank you, guys.
Speaking of which, and by
Thank
the way,
you, Mike.
Thanks for playing. Let's go to Dan for an update. You the man. Thank
I
you,
want to
Mike.
thank. I want to thank another Mike. I want to thank Mike Fredericks, listener to Covino and Rich, who sent me a Seahawks gift pack. Mike was lived in Seattle for a while, way back in the day. Was a Rams fan. Then they left L.A. So he's like, "Hey, I was in Seattle, cheered for the Seahawks. Rams came back to L.A. He's a Rams fan again." But at times was a Seahawks fan and sent me some Seahawks stuff. So
That's cool,
thanks
man.
to Mike Fredericks for doing that.
Mike,
really cool.
what a guy. What a guy.
From one bird to another, Jalen Carter, Philadelphia Eagles, suspended one game, but not the game that you think. The NFL ruled today that because he was ejected so early in the opener against the Cowboys for spitting on Dak Prescott, that will serve as his one-game suspension. He will play against the Chiefs in Week 2. Carter was docked a game check worth more than $57,000 for his actions. 49ers placed tight end George Kittle on injured reserve and released kicker Jake Moody. Now, as for Moody's replacement, 49ers have signed Eddie Pinheiro, formerly of the Carolina Panthers. TMZ reports Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill is denying allegations he abused his estranged wife, who claimed Hill abused her on 8 separate occasions from January of 2024 until April of 2025. The Bulls' restricted free agent guard Josh Giddey agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $100 million. Games getting underway in baseball tonight. Cubs, they placed outfielder Kyle Tucker on the injured list with a strained calf, and the Red Sox placed Dustin May on the injured list. They're going to start Connolly early tonight, one of their top pitching prospects. The lefty will be the starter against the A's. Guys, back to you.
Dan Byer, when you said Tucker injured, it just proves I want to remind everyone, and this is what I want to wrap the show with. Coming up next, I want to talk baseball for a second because every fan base is so pessimistic, and I just want everyone to know it's not just your fan base. You know what Cub fans are saying right now? Oh, man, Tucker, and you know what Phillies fans are saying? How are we going to go anywhere without Wheeler and now Trey Turner's hurt?
Everybody hates their bullpen. I think that's a definite commonality.
But like if you're
my bullpen sucks.
Like if you're a Yankees fan, you're thinking like, could we really make a run without Garrett Cole? Met fans are thinking something. Every fan base is
bullpen. That's the weakest part of every franchise going.
Dodgers fans, Danny, I want your complaints
you know
next. I want your complaints next.
Dodger fans say bullpen, Covino, and they're right. Bullpen blew another
no-hitter.
Another no-hitter.
I can't believe that.
So, hey, we have more Covino and Rich. We'll talk a little MLB with less than 20 games to go next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Yo, CNR on FSR. The most interactive show in the land, Covino and Rich.
Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. Safe, fast, easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org. Try fencing and the LG X Boom. Grab is the portable speaker that powers your hustle. From morning coffee runs to midnight rooftop hangs, enjoy vibrant sound with 20 hours of playback. And now you save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25, F-A-L-L 25. So bring the boom. That's what we do with X Boom. Thanks again to LG X Boom.
Oh, man, as the Mets and Phillies get underway at Citizens Bank, could Suarez not have a great game today? I need the Mets to keep this wild card lead. They have a 3-game lead over the Giants for that final spot. And once you get to the postseason, I want to make something very clear for all the baseball fans because I know baseball's back in a big way. I don't know anyone who would disagree with this. There's no team that I feel is a favorite at all. Maybe Milwaukee, but then again, against the Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, do you trust them to win a playoff series?
And again, that's just because I don't believe in them yet, but I wish them the best. I do feel like reality will kick in with a team like the Brewers. They're hot right now, but I think a deeper team.
But then you could say they're built to win.
You could say that they do have good pitching and they're built to win, but I just don't believe it because I feel like, they're riding on this young, excited chemistry high right now, but will that translate in October? I mean, it might, but I don't believe that.
I look at baseball right now and I say, you have a bunch of teams fighting for these playoff spots.
So I do think it's anyone's season.
Divisions are still up for grabs. But you're looking at a bunch of 90-ish win teams. And when you have a bunch of teams that are going to win 93, 94, 92, 90 games, there's no one that's like, that's the team to beat. There's no one that has a starting rotation of like a Braves team of the 90s. Or
a Dodgers team of the last year.
Or a lineup that's as healthy like the Dodgers that look the way they did last year.
Right.
So to me, I don't look at anyone like, oh, man, my team's hopeless. I feel like if you get in and get hot.
It's more than ever. It's always been that, but more than ever now. Whoever's hot in the postseason has the best chance. It's anybody's season. And that's why I think, will the Brewers even get out of the NL? I don't know.
You don't. And you look at and then you look at teams where you're like, how does your team match up? Like the Mets, who look terrible lately, they match up well against the Dodgers. But the Padres have their number. The Yankees, they're playing Detroit, right, for a 3-game set. And you could say that's a little preview of the AL picture, right?
Yeah. So a big series.
But
again,
I feel
Yankees are right dead in the middle of a 12-game series, a 12-game run with playoff contenders.
I feel like the Red Sox have played you guys tough this year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and Aroldis Chapman has owned them.
So I think that
he's their daddy.
I think that more than ever, if you're a baseball fan, there's a sense of, listen, if my team sneaks in, there is no team that's like, wow, they're throwing Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox. Like,
unless the Brewers are the real deal, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah, but is there a starting rotation in baseball that resembles anything of dominance of the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years?
No. And there's no bullpen.
That's
the thing. There's no bullpens. Even if there's good starting pitching, if you can get past that or get into the late innings and work the bullpen, it's anyone's game.
And trust me, I follow baseball real close. The same level I follow football, and I tell you that there's something to be said about there's great teams, but a rotation that scares me doesn't exist. There may be a frontline starter, but there's no rotation where you're like, wow, all 2 or 3 guys in a 3-game series scare me.
So Rich is
Garrett Cole's injured. Wheeler for the Phillies injured. So even some of those frontline guys are out.
A lot of those frontline guys are out. Yeah.
And then you got to say, is there advantage for a crappy team like the Mets who are throwing all these young arms that people might not have even seen yet?
I like your boy Tong, even though he got roughed up a little bit his last start. He looked good. So the point is, you're not the only fan out there that feels like your bullpen stinks. It's anybody's season, which makes it that much more exciting.
Get in. That's all you need to do in baseball. Get in. So we'll see you guys mañana. Enjoy some baseball tonight. And tomorrow you got the Charlie Sheen documentary.
And Midweek Major.
There you go. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Winning.